Cover me within your mighty hand. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King over the flood. I will be still and know you are God. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King over the flood. I will be still and know you are God. I will be still and know you are God. I will be still and know you are God.
A blessed afternoon, everyone, and all praises to God Almighty for this very beautiful day. As the University of Nueva Cáceres welcomes its great, grand, and glorious Diamond Jubilee come 2023, the UNC School of Graduate Studies and College of Education join hands to set the stage and shine a spotlight fit for the genuine pride of Bicolania. This is through the first GAWAD KILYAB 2022, a regional search for outstanding educators in Bicol. My name is Faye Tablizo Natividad, a very proud UNC ambassador. To jumpstart this special occasion and to exhibit the warmth of the UNC community, proudly and gladly I bring you a masterful educator, an academic achiever, a seasoned researcher, a brilliant communicator, and an exceptional leader who relishes the unique honor to have led two premier educational institutions. In the past, the first state university, and at present, the first private university in Bicol, UNC. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain, Commander-in-Chief, and the gem leader of the very soon-to-be Diamond University, UNC, our University President, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya.
Makakatapos, magkakatrabaho, at magtatagumpay. That is the promise of the University of Nueva Cáceres. To our dear awardees, Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz, Mr. Gregorio A. Ligal, Mr. Sherwin Manlangit, Mr. Markson Mejia, and of course to our dear compadre, Dr. Gilbert Sadsad, the Regional Director of the Department of Education, Region 5, to the man behind this event, Dr. Romeo Sumayo, who is nurturing himself and his family at the moment and requested to be excused. But I said we will all have it covered for him. Our Assistant Dean, Michael Basister, our GAWAD KILYAB Executive Director, to my colleagues in administration, our Talent Manager and HR Director Divine, Madam Nora, our Vice President for Research and Extension, and my special guest that I asked to be with me here, Mr. Kenji Himenea, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, our Principal for Senior High School, I see Ernest, to our dear students of the graduate school, Madam Vivian, our Principal of the Elementary Education, our star faculty, Romy, to our dear students and faculty members, once again, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So friends, let me begin with what I have said earlier. Makakatapos, magkakatrabaho, at magtatagumpay. It cannot be done by the University of Nueva Cáceres alone. And so through Madam Nora, we expand, get engaged, capture partners that will light our way and fuel the necessary strength of the university to move forward. But more than that, we need idols and inspirations, people who had been there ahead of you in order that their lessons, their stories, their narratives, their wins, as well as their failures, will become the light and road path so that the failures may become your wins. That is what this event is all about. We recognize people who by themselves may shine, but us who have been showered with that light may multiply the story and multiply the goodness that they have planted, such that we will be able to create as many opportunities to as many Bicolanos everywhere, following the vision of the University of Nueva Cáceres. I've learned that making a living is not the same as making life. We are privileged to put this quotation in the context, the same context that Maya Angelou, an acclaimed American poet, storyteller, writer, and educator, have spoken about it. We, as faculty, as teachers, we don't make a living, but we make life. We create opportunities. We create chances. One chance, second chance, remedial, removal, as many chances as possible in order for bringing out the best in our students. I'm sure you have your own stories to tell. But today we are privileged to be among us exemplar educators and awardees who went out of their way for everyone to be able to experience a better life than where they have begun. Jeremy's story is one exemplar. His bicycle story had created not just a means of transportation, but an experience of little success for students to capitalize on and spring on to better challenges and overcome difficulties. Exemplifying, nurturing dreams, and fostering collaboration. Mr. Gregorio Legal, doing the right things right and fostering collaboration. Mr. Markson Maya, championing excellence, being dynamic and creative. Sherwin Manlangit, nurturing dreams and being dynamic and creative. These are the exemplars that we honor today, such that their stories, as I have mentioned earlier, will be documented, will be multiplied, will be exemplified beyond the classrooms. Guided by our university core values, we champion excellence, we nurture dreams, we do the right things right, we are dynamic and creative, we respect each other and work as a team. Today is the first, and there will be many more awarding such as this. People who exemplify the UNC core values, such that in their stories, we will create more than what we are celebrating in our Diamond Year, 75 years of excellence and goodness, in the pictures of the lives and success of our students and in the people that exemplify the UNC core values. Thank you very much to our awardees of honoring us with your presence. Thank you and have a blessed day ahead.
Thank you very much to our beloved University President, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya. Everyone, we have it. The fire, the fluency, and the finesse that never fail to spark insights in our head and fire in our hearts. Borrowing the words of our dear Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Romeo M. Sumayo Jr., and he has this to say about Madam Faye. She is the model of UNC core values, the mentor of UNC graduate attributes, the maker of UNC vision, the mover of UNC mission, and the matriarch of UNC leaders. With our dear President, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya at the helm, the entire institution behind her, the University of Nueva Cáceres shall continue to inspire and influence the educational environment, the leadership landscape, and the cultural climate of our beloved Big Columbia. Ladies and gentlemen of this awarding ceremony, we requested the pleasure of your presence to bear witness, because today, under one mighty roof and in this lovely hall, the best and the finest educators of Bicol come together. GAWAD KILYAB is the special platform to exalt the shining examples of our selfless teachers that will edify the community of educators and inspire the next generation of teachers. Everyone, let's take a peek.
The University of Nueva Cáceres School of Graduate Studies proudly presents GAWAD KILYAB 2022.
Teachers are these times torchbearers who light the way for today's learners and tomorrow's leaders. Thus, GAWAD KILYAB, a Bicol regional search for outstanding educators, will honor the heroism of the men and women of our academic community.
Pioneering, advocating, inspiring.
Through the initiative of the UNC School of Graduate Studies and its partnership with both the Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education, GAWAD KILYAB shall be one of the credible and top-notch selection and award-giving body for outstanding educators in the region. Indeed, GAWAD KILYAB aims to highlight the shining examples of selfless teachers and inspire the next generation of community leaders.
GAWAD KILYAB 2022. Watch it through the official Facebook page of the UNC School of Graduate Studies on August 12, 2022.
Thank you very much. The UNC School of Graduate Studies and the College of Education subscribe to the conviction that teachers carry the torch that lights the way for today's learners and tomorrow's leaders. Professionals in the academic and education industry immensely contribute to the character formation, economic and social progress, nation building, and global citizenship. As the Bicol Regional Search for Outstanding Educators, GAWAD KILYAB is a prestigious award-giving body that honors the heroism of our educators and exalts the nobility of the profession. And what better way to celebrate this than to be in the company of our community of change agents? We would like to acknowledge our guests this afternoon. We are very pleased to be joined by stellar individuals. As we recognize you, our dear guests, may we request you to please rise, please stand for us to meet you. We would like to recognize, because we are very honored to have with us, Dr. Gilbert T. Sadsad, Regional Director, Department of Education, Region 5. We have Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, President of the University of Nueva Cáceres. Professor Michael P. Basister, Assistant Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and College of Education, and the Executive Director of GAWAD KILYAB. We are also very delighted to have with us the faculty and staff of the UNC School of Graduate Studies. Can we see you? UNC School of Graduate Studies. Thank you. And we also have the faculty and staff of the UNC College of Education. Thank you. And we are also joined by select students who are future teachers. Hello guys, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Today, we are most elated to present to you the outstanding educators in Bicol who will compete a short roster of awardees in the UNC's first GAWAD KILYAB 2022 Regional Awarding Ceremony to honor the heroism and humble service of our model educators. Our shining stars this afternoon, Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz, Mr. Gregorio A. Legal, Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit, and Mr. Markson B. Mejia. As the awardees, they demonstrate in full display the UNCian core values, being dynamic and creative, doing the right things right, nurturing dreams, championing excellence, respecting each other, and fostering collaboration. At this moment, it's time to get to know and join the journey of the people who embody UNC's resilient spirit. The cause of bringing education closer to the learners devoid of means is worthy of fighting for and winning. This vision can spare an entire generation from a life of lack and loss. Let's meet our first awardee, Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz.
Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz, a doctor of education and a multi-awarded educator, is a champion advocate of inclusive education in the country. Last year, he received his 2020 National Dangal ng Bayan Award from the Civil Service Commission for performance of an extraordinary act or public service and consistent demonstration of exemplary ethical behavior on the basis of his observance of the 8 norms of behavior provided under Republic Act No. 6713, otherwise known as the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. His innovative programs and projects on inclusive special education made the then Pag-asa National High School, now Legazpi City National High School, as the most inclusive educational program in Asia, Silver 2019, besting other institutions in the Asia-Pacific region. The school was also cited by the Department of Education as Model School in Inclusive Education in 2018. His scholarship in Korea on enhanced delivery of special education in 2017 and his visit to the different schools in Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia allowed him to benchmark and replicate best practices on inclusive special education. Recently, he made it as one of the 20 finalists in the 2022 CIMEO Special Education Innovation Award among 72 nominees from the 11 member countries. He is an epitome of a pro-poor and inclusive administration with the ultimate goal of taking families out of the flaws of poverty through quality education and interventions which would eventually yield a promising future for the students. He has been consistent with one of the school's principles sa LCNHS, Aki Anbida. Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz, a principal of the poor, for the poor, and of everyone, regardless of incapacities.
Breaking boundaries and creating opportunities is a first awardee, Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz, Outstanding Educator of Bicol. Sir, please receive our plaque of appreciation on stage. And to award this plaque of appreciation, may we request Director Gilbert Sadsad, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, and Professor Michael Basister. The pleasure is mine to read the certificate citation. The University of Nueva Cáceres School of Graduate Studies honors Mr. Jeremy A. Cruz, Principal 3, Legazpi City National High School, Legazpi City, Albay. Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol, GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards 2022 for inspiring Bicolanos everywhere by breaking boundaries of learning and creating opportunities for many. The awardee embodies the UNC core values of nurturing dreams and fostering collaboration, thereby epitomizing a true-blooded UNCian who champions non scolae sed vitae, education not for school but for life, given this 6th day of August 2022 at Naga City, Philippines. Signed by the Executive Director of 2022 GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards, Professor Michael P. Basister. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dean, School of Graduate Studies and University of Nueva Cáceres, Dr. Romeo M. Sumayo Jr., and the President of the University of Nueva Cáceres, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya. Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol, GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards 2022.
Dr. Gilbert T. Sadsad, our most loving regional director. I'm sorry. Of the Department of Education, Dr. Faye Leia Patria Mata Lauraya, one of my idols in the region, Dr. Romeo M. Sumayo Jr., Vice President for Academic Affairs, Professor Michelle P. Basister, GAWAD KILYAB 2023 Executive Director, fellow awardees, ladies and gentlemen. Standing here is a humbling gift, and today's word is gratitude. I say that gratitude is a fruit of great cultivation. We do not find it among gross people. So I thank all the men and women behind my feet, for without them, I would be nothing. Thank you, University of Nueva Cáceres. Thank you, Dr. Lauraya, for this KILYAB award. And thank you is never enough to match the help and support, big or small, of the numerous wonderful persons who have become the raison d'etre of this honor. Truth is, I never imagined myself receiving this accolade, which many describe as a prestigious honor. This is my most sentimental awarding ceremony I have attended so far. Mine was and is doing and giving because I see the feel, and I feel the need to go beyond what is expected of me. Helping and reaching out, especially to the underprivileged, were some of life's greatest lessons from my mom and my basic education at Bicol University and St. Agnes Academy. Thank you very much, specifically to our Regional Director, Sir Gilbert Sadsad, for the endorsement of my nomination for my Dangal ng Bayan Awards, to our former DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtolis Briones, our Schools Division Superintendent of Legazpi City Division, Dr. Cristito M. Morcilla, and the rest of the officials of the Department of Education, my co-teachers at Legazpi City National High School, our stakeholders, our parents, and most especially the stars of our school, our learners. I offer this to them. I consider myself blessed with people who believe, support, and extend help to the programs and projects I have spearheaded for the poor and the disabled, and they are humongous. I cannot count them one by one. May God continually bless them all, and that is what I have always prayed for. If given the chance to mentor the younger and newer generation of public servants, I would tell you three things. First, respect all. Others will have choices or preference different from yours, but always learn to respect them. Learn from their differences. Second, love your work. Even when times or situations get tough or others seem uncaring, continue working. And third, have a breather. We all deserve a break. Sing with your loved ones, share stories, and do not forget to take selfies with them. Service has always been my giving back for the privilege of being a public servant. And to put an end to this, I would like to share this with you, one of my most favorite lines from William Ernest Everett Nathan Hall, when he said, "I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, yet I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something I can do." Mom and Dad, I know how you are proud of your youngest son. This is for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Dr. Jeremy A. Cruz. Fulfilling your life's calling may require you to go farther and further. Going the distance and taking the extra mile is the name of education. Let's meet our second awardee, Mr. Gregorio A. Legal.
Mr. Gregorio A. Legal, the 10th national placer in the April 2009 licensure examination for teachers, an educator with over 10 years of teaching experience in public schools in Masbate, and a visionary leader. It is not unusual for new teachers and school heads to be sent to the most challenging communities on their first school assignment. To some, it is a rite of passage. To others, a test of endurance. But to him, it was both. His assignment as school principal, however, was far more challenging. He would manage a remote school which is 45 kilometers away from the city and lacked many facilities and access to basic social services. Aside from these formidable changes, the worst scenarios might happen to him along the way in going to and from his school. He was, however, used to the arduous journey. Thankfully, nothing bad has ever happened to him with the help of God. From then on, he had been unwavering in his resolve to give the school community more, despite the difficult journey which urged him to action and do something beyond the call of duty. He orchestrated multiple projects geared towards improving literacy skills, addressing problems in poverty, and enhancing the learning experience of poor students. With various projects to the Brigada Eskwela, to improving literacy skills, addressing problems in poverty, and help poor learners to have better school learning experience, to various capacity buildings for teachers, he authored and forged partnerships with various education partners, and to partnering with stakeholders in providing electricity, solar alternatives, and request funds for the construction of additional facilities. Taking into account his gargantuan efforts, sacrifices, and excellent performance, he was chosen by the Mary Lindbergh International as one of the 5 awardees of this year's Ambassador Antonio L. Cabangon Chua Gintong Parangal para sa Edukasyon Pamumuno.
Breaking boundaries and creating opportunities is our second awardee, Mr. Gregorio A. Legal. Sir, please receive the plaque of appreciation on stage. Again, to award the plaque, we have Director Gilbert T. Sadsad, President Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, and Professor Michael Basister. The pleasure is mine to read the citation. The University of Nueva Cáceres School of Graduate Studies, City of Naga, honors Mr. Gregorio A. Legal, Principal 1, Mary Perpetua E. Brioso National High School, Masbate City, Masbate. Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol, GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards 2022 for inspiring Bicolanos everywhere by breaking the boundaries of learning and creating opportunities for many. The awardee embodies the UNC core values of doing the right things right and fostering collaboration, thereby epitomizing a true-blooded UNCian who champions non scolae sed vitae, education not for school but for life, given this August 6, 2022, Naga City, Philippines, signed by Professor Michael P. Basister, Executive Director of the 2022 GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards, Dr. Romeo M. Somayo Jr., Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and College of Education, and Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, the President of the University of Nueva Cáceres. Mr. Gregorio A. Legal, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol, GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards 2022. Thank you very much, Director Gilbert Sadsad, President Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, and Professor Michael Basister. Now we are ready to hear the message of our second awardee, Mr. Gregorio A. Legal, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that very generous introduction. My respect to our Regional Director of DepEd Regional Office 5, Dr. Gilbert T. Sadsad, CESO 3, the President of the University of Nueva Cáceres, Dr. Faye Lea Patria M. Lauraya, the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Romeo M. Somayo Jr., Executive Director of GAWAD KILYAB, Professor Michelle P. Basister, other UNC administrative officials, professors, and instructors who are present in this occasion, fellow 2022 GAWAD KILYAB awardees, and their loved ones who are here. Friends, good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to be here today and a noble privilege I would treasure my entire life to be recognized as one in the short roster of recipients of the University of Nueva Cáceres First GAWAD KILYAB 2022 Award from the long list of fellow outstanding Bicolano educators. My heartfelt thanksgiving goes to all the people behind this momentous activity, most especially to the administration and faculty of the University of Nueva Cáceres, headed by President Dr. Faye Lea Patria M. Lauraya. I am thankful that my contributions and services as an educator and public school teacher are truly acknowledged and recognized in this solemn gathering of Bicolano intellectuals and educators. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincerest appreciation to the entire DepEd Regional Office 5 family, headed by no other than our very inspiring Regional Director, Dr. Gilbert T. Sadsad, CESO 3. Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring us. The DepEd Regional Office 5 Praise Committee, headed by Assistant Regional Director, Sir Ronelo Alque Fermo, CESO 5, and the HRDD family, headed by Chief Education Supervisor, Dr. Sancha M. Nacion, for recognizing my accomplishments and endorsing my nomination for various outstanding awards, one of which was the Ambassador Antonio L. Cabangon Chua Gintong Parangal para sa Edukasyon, Pamumuno of Fortune Life and Marilyn Burt International in partnership with the Department of Education, which was conferred to me yesterday afternoon at the Bulwagan ng Karunungan, DepEd Central Office. My sincere appreciation and gratitude go also to my DepEd Schools Division Office of Masbate City family, headed by Schools Division Superintendent Madam Fatima D. Buen, CESO 6, and Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Sir Arvin R. Sese, and to all my colleagues who helped and supported me in my journey in government service. Joining me here is my dear wife, Pearl. Thank you for your love, support, and partnership. You know, honey, honestly, I could not accomplish anything without you by my side. I congratulate the other recipients, and I wish the University of Nueva Cáceres, specifically the School of Graduate Studies and College of Education, continued success. As an awardee of this award, I pledge to hold the status of this recognition by serving as a role model for my fellow educators in Bicol to sustain what I have started and consistently demonstrate selfless dedication in my profession. In closing, allow me to leave you with my most favorite quote from Rubian, which says, "Everyone has the chance and the ability to make a good difference. And those who really want to will do what they can to contribute in making this world a better place." Thank you very much, and God bless us all. To God be the glory.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gregorio A. Legal, and congratulations also to Mrs. Pearl Legal. To be a star teacher is to be in the service of those who have less in life. Investing in the lives of those left behind gives a return beyond one can measure. Everyone, let's meet our third awardee, Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit.
Sherwin Manlangit came from a simple family in the municipality of Bato, Catanduanes. He was exposed early to the realms of life. He worked as a tricycle driver in the morning and goes to school in the afternoon to fulfill his role as a student. His career in teaching began when he was employed as instructional manager of alternative learning system under a contracting scheme at the Catanduanes State University. He served as a service provider in Barangay Putsan and Barangay Danao in the town of Baras, Catanduanes, and continued to serve as literacy volunteer even without honorarium or allowance. He was assigned as a full-fledged mobile teacher at Caramoran North District, Caramoran, Catanduanes, a far-flung town in the province. He served the oppressed, underprivileged, and marginalized member of the society, as well as the out-of-school youth and adults through the alternative learning system. He dedicated his time looking for alternatives to improve the lives of his ALS learners. He opted to use the two-way radios, which led to better communication between him and his learners, resulting to the highest number of passers on the annual accreditation and equivalency test on 2015. As majority of his learners were non-readers and non-writers, he patiently taught them despite the lack of learning materials. He attended the regular sessions of the barangay to communicate his proposals, visions, and projects for the neglected learners, aiming to support the learners by providing them learning materials. Welcomes and offers his services to anyone who came to his door any time of the day, and provides a skill training program for his learners. Life is full of surprises and throws many curveballs, and he is in no exception. While on board on his motorcycle to go to work, he met an accident. He was trapped on his cast for 9 months. He was transferred to Cagraray Elementary School, SDO Catanduanes, one of the multi-grade schools found in the eastern mountainous part of the municipality of Bato. Because of the pandemic, everyone's safety was on jeopardy. Thus, he proposed his desire of using a two-way radio in teaching to offer a real-time interaction with them as if they were in the classroom setting. His idea came to life and was named Radyo Ko Edukasyon Ko. He and teacher Paul Saver were able to launch Radyo Eduko in their school.
So naisipan ko po ang programang ito, ang Radyo Eduko, yung Radyo Edukasyon Ko, gawa ng pandemic na ito. Ano na kaya yung mangyayari sa ating mga bata? Dahil wala tayong face-to-face, paano na matututo yung mga bata? Bakit di natin gamitin yung mga radyo natin sa pagtuturo sa mga bata? Sa kalagitnaan ng pagpapatupad ng proyektong Radyo Eduko, tayo ay hinagupit ng sunod-sunod na mga bagyo. Nariyan na yung super typhoon na Rolly na kung saan talagang naapektuhan ang buong isla. Kabuhayan, infrastruktura, mga paaralan at iba pa. walang ibang sumagi sa isipan ko, paano na naman ang mga bata? Hindi kami makapag-print ng mga module, hindi rin ma-charge sa mga two-way radio ng mga bata. Kaya't lumapit ako sa iba't ibang educational partner at tayo rin po ay napaunlakan na makahiram ng generator set sa ating SDO Catanduanes. Diyan sa larawan na yan, may makikita ka dyan, may nag-iisa dyan na naka-polo barong ng white, yung may mga kasamahan na mga naka-black ba yung mga suot nila? Tama ba? Nakikita mo ba yan?
Opo.
Yung mga larawan na pinakita ko dyan sa inyo na andyan sa inyong mga module, yun ay ang mga leader ng iba't ibang bansa. Okay, Shane, nakikita mo ba yung mga larawan na andyan sa inyong module?
Opo.
Base dyan sa larawan na yan na iyong nakikita, ano-ano yung mga nakatayo na ngayon dyan?
Mga building po at saka airport.
Ako po si Josie Tito Repalma, isang produkto ng proyektong Radyo Educo. Bilang isang mag-aaral, napakalaki ng naitulong ng two-way radio sa amin. Pag meron kaming hindi nauunawaan sa aming mga aralin, madali namin itong naitatanong sa aming guro.
There can be no barriers to the aspiration of teachers to impart knowledge to his students.
Our third awardee, Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit. Please receive your plaque on stage to be awarded by Director Gilbert Sadsad, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, and Professor Michael Basister. The pleasure is mine to read this citation. The University of Nueva Cáceres School of Graduate Studies, City of Naga, honors Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit, Teacher 2, Cagraray Elementary School, Bato, Catanduanes, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol, GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards 2022. For inspiring Bicolanos everywhere by breaking the boundaries of learning and creating opportunities for many. The awardee embodies the UNC core values of nurturing dreams and being dynamic and creative, thereby epitomizing a true-blooded UNCian who champions non scolaire sed vitae, education not for school but for life, given this August 6, 2022 at Naga City, Philippines. Signed by Professor Michael P. Basister, Executive Director, 2022 GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards. Dr. Romeo M. Somayo Jr., Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies of UNC. And Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, President of the University of Nueva Cáceres. Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol. Thank you very much, Director Gilbert Sadsad, President Faye Lauraya, and Professor Michael Basister. You may now be seated. Now we are ready to hear the message of our third awardee, Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol.
Our Regional Director of the Department of Education, Region 5 Bicol, Dr. Gilbert Sadsad, sir. The President of the University of Nueva Cáceres, Dr. Faye Leia Patria Lauraya, Madam. And it's all officials from the different departments, staff, faculty, and
the selected student from the Bachelor of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Actually, hindi ko alam na magsasalita pala kami, ma'am. So, I never look sa aking Gmail. But since, andito, so, I am deeply appreciative to the University of Nueva Cáceres for this honor. I am especially grateful also to honor my family in DepEd SDO Catanduanes, headed by our Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Susan Collano, and the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Loy De La Rosa. My colleagues in Batu East District, headed by our Public Schools District Supervisor, Sir Miguelito Rodriguez, the ever-supportive PSDS, were it not for their encouragement and guidance, I would never have this achieved this milestone in my career as a young educator. I am overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to this GAWAD KILYAB 2022 award. Thank you all so much for being here to be witnesses in this occasion. I am so honored to have my work recognized in this way by the people behind this prestigious event. Many hours went into Project Radyo Educo, and it means so much to me that the work that I am so passionate about also resonates with others. This accomplishment is not something that I did alone, and there are many others who deserve to share in this award. I would like to thank my co-teachers, as well as those who provided financial, emotional, technical, and spiritual support. I would also like to thank my wife, Marites Cuadro Manlangit, who is from Partido Kamsur, and to my family for their love and support, and push me to be persistent along the way. Thank you also to my Amateur Radio Association, the DX4ICG, or the Island Communication Group of Catanduanes, for the inspiration that made this project possible. A special thanks to Sir Paul Xavier Tejerero, Sir Jun Toledana, and to all my kuya in the Fraternal Order of Eagles, the Yakap PE, the Isla de Cobos Eagles Club, and Isla del Viento Eagles Club. Also, thank you to this university for offering recognition to innovators like me. I hope that this recognition of my work can serve as an inspiration to others in the field. Remember, if my work can make a difference, so can yours. Above all, I give this honor to our Creator, who showered me more blessings that I deserve. I will continue my efforts to make a difference and look forward for the betterment of our nations for many years to come, as well as say in our Department of Education, para sa bata, para sa bayan. Once again, I am humbled and appreciative. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much and congratulations to our third awardee, Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangit. The nobility of the teaching profession is expressed in the humble acts of kindness and simple gestures that transcend knowledge. Educating the heart and the mind come together. Everyone, let's meet our fourth and final awardee, Mr. Markson B. Mejia.
Mr. Markson B. Mejia is an Education Program Specialist 2 of the Department of Education, School Division of Sorsogon City. He introduced a variety of teaching tools and methods to spark the interest of students in mathematics and dispel their fear of numbers. He was both methodical and inclusive in monitoring and ensuring his students' progress. He launched his advocacy project, No More Discalculia, Kayang-Kaya ang Matematika, to help students with numerical learning disabilities. Diagnosing his students' level and learning needs and dedicating his time tutoring his math challenged students resulted to progress, not just in grades but also in confidence. The pandemic made him more creative as he found ways to engage his students outside school through maximizing the social media. He reached out to students who were sick under difficult circumstances and provided food packs and learning materials to achieve holistic progress. He has consistently organized outreach programs for the marginalized sectors in his community. As a result, his co-teachers were inspired to organize their own. Being an educator is an incredibly rewarding career, he said. It offers unlimited possibilities to influence generations of students, imparting the value of education and building relationships with the community and stakeholders. I really love creating innovative projects. Dahil sa aking mga katangian, ako ay nagtagumpay sa aking mga hangarin sa buhay. Kaya naman, nais kong patuloy na maging inspirasyon o modelo sa ating mga kabataan.
Breaking boundaries and creating opportunities is our fourth and final awardee, Mr. Markson B. Mejia, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol. Please receive your plaque on stage to be awarded by Director Gilbert T. Sadsad, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Loraya, and Professor Michael Basister. Allow me to read the plaque citation. The University of Nueva Cáceres School of Graduate Studies, City of Naga, honors Mr. Markson B. Mejia, Education Program Specialist 2, Department of Education, Schools Division of Sorsogon City, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol, GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards 2022, for inspiring Bicolanos everywhere by breaking the boundaries of learning and creating opportunities for many. The awardee embodies the UNC core values of championing excellence and being dynamic and creative, thereby epitomizing a true-blooded UNCian who champions non-scolae, sed vitae, education not for school but for life. Given August 6, 2022, Naga City, Philippines. Signed by the Executive Director of the 2022 GAWAD KILYAB Regional Awards, Professor Michael P. Basister. The Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies of UNC, Dr. Romeo M. Somayo Jr., and the President of the University of Nueva Cáceres, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya. Mr. Markson B. Mejia, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol. Thank you very much, Director Gilbert T. Sadsad, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, and Professor Michael Basister. Now we are ready to hear the message of Mr. Markson B. Mejia, Most Outstanding Educator in Bicol.
I am deeply honored to the advocacy of University of Nueva Cáceres, headed by Dr. Faye Leia Patricia M. Lauraya, University President, Dr. Romeo M. Sumayo Jr., Vice President for Academic Affairs, Professor Michael P. Basister, Executive Director, GAWAD KILYAB 2022, Assistant Dean School of Graduate Studies and College of Education, with the partnership of Department of Education, headed by our dynamic Regional Director, Sir Gilbert T. Sadsad, for giving me recognition of UNC's first GAWAD KILYAB 2022. This award I receive is not solely for me. I am just a representation of SDO Sorsogon City, DepEd Region 5, and the country for the determination in pursuit to quality education in the face of the challenges of times. Being an educator is incredibly rewarding career. It offers unlimited possibilities to influence generations of students, imparting the value of education, building relationship to the community and stakeholders. I started my civic projects when I was in college. As an educator, I am motivated working in a DepEd because of my dedication to my chosen vocation and my compassion for students who would become the drivers of our future. I want to inspire the youth and inculcate to them the value of discipline and hard work. As a public servant, I want to serve people with a purpose and to do good for others and our community. Definitely, I am continually motivated when I see fellow public servants and educators to do the same. Whenever I see others to their part for our community and society, I realize that I am on the right track, that we are doing this not for ourselves, but for the benefit of the humanity. Indeed, change cannot be done alone. It is through a deeper understanding of what our community needs that we can continuously create a positive impact in our society. The speed of change is a very important factor as we think about supporting others and ourselves. As public servants, we should encourage everyone to work passionately and within the norms of conduct. We should remember our commitment to public interest, our professionalism, our fairness in dealing with people, our sincerity in our service, our commitment to democracy. We should live simple. We should also not forget to stay neutral in terms of political agenda, and we should remain responsive to the call for nationalism and patriotism in our community. I enjoy challenges of education. It includes working with colleagues, parents, community, as well as students. I believe that education is for uplifting the lives of others as well as the community and nation as a whole. This award from this prestigious award-giving body boosts me to persevere more. This inspires me to continue growing and be better and more effective in my profession. May this become an inspiration as well to other teachers and educators to continue working with dedication despite the hardships and hurdles ahead. I will continue to thank advocacy of UNC. This recognition on its first year will be a way to continue to rise the quality of education in our country for the benefit of our youth as we continue to believe that the youth are the hope of our nation. And to realize this, let's build tomorrow starting today. This will start with us educators, giving them the true essence of education to make them better individuals in the future. This will let them nurture and the learnings from us. Let's give them the understanding they deserve despite the challenges. Let's continue to fight and inspire the young minds. We are their hope. With this, let's give them the future. To my parents, Ma'am Salvacion, to my father, Anderson, to my friends, Sherwin, Melanie, and DepEd Region 5 family, Sorsogon City, DepEd SDO, and all to my friends itong reward na ito ay para po sa ating lahat. Diyos mabalos and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much to our fourth and final awardee, Mr. Markson B. Mejia. Today, we celebrate the life, the love, the leadership, and the legacy of our lifelong learners who took upon them the roles of being educators, community developers, and nation builders. May we have the pleasure to have a glimpse of our awardees once again for the opportunity to have photos with the President of UNC, with the Executive Director of GAWAD KILYAB, and Director Gilbert Sadsad. May we request all our awardees, Mr. Jeremy A. Cruz, Mr. Gregorio A. Ligal, Mr. Sherwin T. Manlangin, and Mr. Markson B. Mejia to be joined by our very important guest this afternoon, Director Gilbert T. Sadsad, Regional Director, Department of Education, Region 5, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Lauraya, the President of the University of Nueva Cáceres, and Professor Michael P. Basister, Assistant Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and College of Education, also the Executive Director of GAWAD KILYAB 2022. At this point, I would also like to acknowledge the team who run this event, Searchlight Artist Management and Productions and Creative Team, headed by Director Ninoy D. Reyes, UNC's very own. Everyone, we have seen once again the GAWAD KILYAB awardees for the 2022 academic year. They are breaking boundaries, creating opportunities, and leaving a legacy in the uncharted territories to transform lives and steer the community towards sustainability. Today, we highlighted the inspiration, the innovation, and the impact of our most outstanding educators in Bicol. GAWAD KILYAB is a prelude to partnerships, programs, and projects geared toward enhancing the different fronts and facets of education in the region. This is a culmination where the community of educators in the region build bridges, connect colleagues, and spark synergy in the region's educational landscape. Now, to set the winning tone for all the great promise and possibilities, we are extremely pleased and privileged to have a very distinguished educator in our midst. No less than the Regional Director of the Department of Education, Region 5, UNC Community. Please join me in warmly welcoming Director Gilbert T. Sadsad.
Thank you very much. Nakaka-nervyos man. But before I do my piece, allow me to give my appreciation and acknowledgement to people who continue to shine in this very momentous event that we are having. Of course, I'm grateful to the President of the UNC, my comadre, Ma'am Faye Lauraya. Hindi ko na mabanggit yung ibang pangalan, baka anhaba kasi Mari ng pangalan mo. And of course, other members of the administration, Professor Nora Maniquez, Professor Divine David, and of course the Dean, Kenji Jimenea. I hope I'm doing it well. And of course, the in charge of this event, Professor Michael Basister, the honorees, the faculty members of the graduate school and of the College of Education, students, everyone in this assembly, a wonderful afternoon for all of us. This recognition that you have given to our colleagues in the Department of Education will serve as a motivation for other teachers who are here, for them also to do a lot of innovation and to make a difference in the lives of the learners under their care. Allow me to start my message by quoting this quote from W.B. Yeats, bequeathed to us this classic thought, which I quote, "Education is not the filling of a pot, but the lighting of a fire," unquote. Indeed, this is true, and this ceremony with our outstanding educators in attendance is a testament to that. Thus, this literal and much meaningful KILYAB Awards 2022. I am with the University of Nueva Cáceres salutation to the awardees for outstanding educators in the region. Thank you, UNC, for acknowledging the shining examples of our teachers. They are perfect metaphor of Rihanna's song, Diamond, simply because they shine bright like a diamond, not in the sky, but in the very classroom or school they creatively create for our learners. And when I say classroom, think not of the ideal ones. There are in the cities and in the rich areas of our archipelago. I am sure their classrooms are those which are usually the more challenging ones, but these teachers remain unencumbered by these challenges. I believe they see themselves as the light that set the fire and just continue paving the way to the spotlight, knowing that they have the learners who are counting on them in achieving their dreams and aspirations. In DepEd, we enable and ennoble our learners. We ensure them that they are equipped with the 21st century skills, and we assure them that they are in a caring and nurturing environment where they are imbued with the right values, because we understand that the skills and talents should be coupled with values. This, my dear ladies and gentlemen, our awardees, is what I should be emphatic about in sharing this momentous day with you. So to the awardees, congratulations. I salute you for the award, but I salute you more for the reason behind that award. I know how you exerted effort to turn the challenging situation you are always confronted with in your respective schools. For example, Joven of Catanduanes has assiduously mobilized and generated two-way radio during the onslaught of the pandemic, just so he could reach out to the farthermost hills in Sitio Cagraray, where learners go with their parents up in the remotest hills to serve as farm hands. We also recognize the advocacy of Mark Son for investing in community service by assisting learners in providing them support. Likewise, the number one advocate of inclusive education, my good friend Jeremy Cruz, who has done a lot of initiatives in Legazpi City National High School just to make every learner be counted and be provided with the necessary education. And of course, Greg Legal, whom I appointed as the first teacher of Malbog National High School during my incumbency as superintendent of Masbate Province. That was a remote high school, and later, I don't know what happened, I left already Masbate. He became the school head of another remote school, the Mary Perpetua Brioso High School, which is very far from the city, and there is difficulty in reaching the place. The last time I visit there was, I think, this year, early part of this year, where I've seen the transformation of the school. The school is now a hub of excellence. Greg here invested in partnership by looking several partners to assist the school in providing the necessary assistance that others cannot or the government cannot provide. So the school is now transformed and being the pilot school who implemented the alternative learning system for senior high school. I am aware of your success stories and how they transform your school and your community into a much happier and learning-focused spaces and environments not many teachers conceive of. That is why I have the highest felicitation for such an achievement of yours. Sana all is the popular buzzword of this generation. I wish that really, with your example, all our teachers could follow your way. So I earnestly encourage you to continue doing your best so that your innovative ways would be replicated in more and more schools or school sites, and more teachers would learn and copy or benchmark from you. Alam mo, nahirapan ako magsalita. Because of this, as we endeavor to implement our learning recovery plan starting this school year, we urge you to help us by multiplying yourselves to others. I should say, your being outstanding should not just end in receiving the award. I must say, no matter the circumstances are, and whatever challenges may come your way, please be a shining star that lead the way and show the way. Please continue to inspire, move on, and forward with love and enthusiasm, and create the spaces and positive difference in our educational system. On a more personal note, I take pleasure in honoring the invitation of the University of Nueva Cáceres because I feel we have our solid ally in you in making better pathways and platforms for education and educators. Thank you for this opportunity. Before I close, allow me also to share this unsolicited, probably recommendation, since the College of Education people are here. Probably we have to look into our curriculum for beginning reading and mathematics, because we need to give much focus to new in the pre-service education on teaching reading. This is what we are facing in the public schools. More than 50% of our learners are not ready for the grade level they belong. We need intervention, particularly in the K-Stage 1, the grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, because in our assessment, using the CLRA, Comprehensive Rapid Language Assessment, we have problem. And the problem is that most of our teachers teaching the K-Stage 1 do not know how to teach beginning reading. And we found out that most of our teachers in the public schools teaching the K-Stage 1 are newly hired or recruited teachers. So I would recommend that to my comadre. If you can look into that, probably add more units for beginning reading. We also found out that 80% of our learners in K-Stage 1 need major intervention in numeracy. That's why DepEd Bicol has crafted the Learning Recovery Plan, where we will focus on grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, and much on reading and numeracy. We have already issued policy guidelines in the implementation of the 8-week recovery program, and we are grateful to our teachers who help us to formulate this learning recovery plan. Kaya po kami hindi basta-basta mag-i-start sa lahat ng subject areas. For those needing major intervention for grade 1, for the 10 weeks, we will focus on reading and numeracy. Then for the other group, we will be focusing on reading, numeracy, and writing, etc. Because we want to recover the learning loss, not only brought by pandemic, but even before the pandemic, we already have problem with language, with literacy and numeracy. So, thank you for listening to the suggestion. I close by saying, DepEd Bicol cares, shares, and serves you with a smile. This is our slogan. Be the ambassadors of it. Thank you very much. Makilyab na aldaw sa Indugabos.
Thank you very much, sir. A mega dose of inspiration, motivation, and very significant insights, courtesy of the Regional Director of the Department of Education, Region 5, Director Gilbert T. Sadsad. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence. Diyos mabalos po. GAWAD KILYAB is the special season when educators come together to cultivate the culture of collaboration. In the spirit of resilience, UNC continues the legacy of faith, the culture of unity, the tradition of excellence, the history of victory, and becoming future ready towards being a diamond university. Now, to do the honor of officially opening the next search for the GAWAD KILYAB Season 2 is the Assistant Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and College of Education and UNC's Academic Innovation Officer. Everyone, with great excitement and anticipation, I bring to you the man who orchestrated this event, the Executive Director of GAWAD KILYAB 2022 Awards, the phenomenal Professor Michael P. Basister.
Thank you, Ms. Faye. So according to Markson, there's something here in the podium. Probably it's you. Okay, so first, allow me to express my gratitude to our university president, Dr. Faye Leia Patria M. Laraya, our guest, Regional Director Gilbert Sadsad. So thank you for your inputs to improve the curriculum, specifically of the College of Education, but also in the School of Graduate Studies, because we have master program for teachers in the School of Graduate Studies. And also to the members of the UNC leadership team, the faculty, the staff, and the student leaders of the College of Education and the School of Graduate Studies. And also to the Searchlight Management and Production, thank you. And of course, to the first batch of our awardees. So it's been an honor being with all of you today. So as educators, recognition for our hard work and dedication is critically important as it fosters continuous engagement and validation. So knowing how important this can be, so the University of Nueva Cáceres, through the initiative of the School of Graduate Studies and the College of Education, would like to continuously search and acknowledge the innovative educators in the region who are giving their best to engage and enrich the lives of our students. So let's invite them to join the GAWAD KILYAB 2023, so which primarily honors Bicolanos who are engaged in the teaching or education profession. So this award specifically aims to first acknowledge and give emphasis on the services and commitments of our teachers and education leaders in the region. Second is to revitalize the image of the teachers and of course the respect for teaching profession as a vocation by increasing public awareness on the value of teachers in the society. And lastly, to build the field of teaching as an attractive and fulfilling profession. So the nominees must satisfy the basic eligibility criteria to be able to join this competition. So these are flashed on the screen, and we will ask also endorsement of the Department of Education Regional Office to endorse this to the different divisions of the department. And to be selected, the GAWAD KILYAB nominees shall show evidence that they embody the UNCian core values while introducing positive change and influence towards development. So I don't have to elaborate this one. So as members of the UNC community, we are well aware of these 5 core values. And shown on the screen is the timetable from the nomination and selection process starting this month up to the awarding ceremony in the middle of next year. So these are the series of activities that we are going to do in order to search and award the next GAWAD KILYAB awardees. And the awardees next year will receive the GAWAD KILYAB Plaque of Recognition, then the GAWAD KILYAB Medallion of Excellence, and a scholarship benefits for their postgraduate education in the School of Graduate Studies. So in closing, let me again thank you all for making this GAWAD KILYAB 2022 a very successful one. So with the significant challenges we are facing, as mentioned by Director Sadsad, ensuring quality education for all. So we need another Dr. Jeremy Cruz, Mr. Gregorio Ligal, Mr. Sherwin Manlangit, and Markson Mejia, especially in the Bicol region. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Professor Michael P. Basister, one of UNC's best and brightest. So everyone, this 2022 first regional search is only a synopsis that heralds the opening for the next season, the next search for the outstanding educators in Bicol. And the search is on for the GAWAD KILYAB Regional Search for Outstanding Educators 2023. As we expand opportunities for all, the University of Nueva Cáceres is making headway toward being the top university of choice for Bicolanos everywhere. Through the School of Graduate Studies, the University of Nueva Cáceres is a leading outcome-based education provider in Bicol, an epicenter of institutional research in the region, and a trailblazer in local and international linkages. Indeed, we are breaking boundaries and creating opportunities. At the vortex of all these initiatives and innovations is UNC's Vice President for Academic Affairs, the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and the College of Education, our very brilliant Dr. Romeo M. Somayo Jr. We greatly miss him this afternoon, but we would like to extend our congratulations and our gratitude to him. Thank you very much, VP Romy. So everyone, cheers to UNC at 75 and counting. The best is yet to come. Again, my name is Faith Ablizo Natividad. Thank you all, and to God be all the glory.
Talagang makilyab. Actually, I have been attending many awards programs, and yung sa GAWAD KILYAB lang talaga ako naging highly emotional. Ang ganda ng pagkagawa ng kwento. Habang pinapakinggan ko yung kwento mo, sabi ko, ganyan pala yung narating ko, ganyan pala yung experience ko. I could not control myself, but at least, I was able to savor the moment. Magpakatotoo lang tayo, gumawa tayo kasi kailangan. Hindi tayo gagawa kasi gusto naling manalo. Gagawa tayo kasi may dahilan, gagawa tayo kasi kailangan. Ito ang tunay na serbisyo.
Napakaganda po ng naging experience ko dito sa ating first GAWAD KILYAB ng University of Nueva Cáceres. So, from the very beginning up to the end, very systematic yung pagsasagawa ng ating programa para maparangalan yung ating mga natatanging Bicolano educator. Sa mga susunod na awardees, kailangan nilang galingan yung kanilang pagtuturo, yung dedikasyon nila sa kanilang profesyon bilang mga guro ay talagang pagsumikapan nila ng mabuti para tayo makaproduce ng mga dekalidad na learners. Kasi ang dekalidad na learners, yan po ay nanggagaling sa dekalidad ng mga teachers. Maraming salamat.
GAWAD KILYAB 2022, alam mo yung feeling na para hindi mo siya ma-express, hindi mo rin malaman kung saan mo ipoposisyon yung sarili mo. Yung parang talagang hindi talaga may paliwanag kasi actually ito yung unang mga pinakauna kong mga event na attend na puntahan ko na nakasama ako. So hindi ko talaga alam kung paano yung mga takbo or sequence ng event. Then napakaganda nung flow nung event and as a whole 100% napakaganda. So sa mga darating po na mga magiging awardee din ng GAWAD KILYAB, just gawin lang natin kung ano yung dapat gawin. Just na hindi natin huwag nating isipin na gagawin ko to, it is because for the sake na ganito or magkakaroon ka ng ganito, but gawin natin because mahal natin kung ano yung ginagawa natin.
Napakaganda na maranasan o ma-experience ang magkakataon nito sapagkat ito ay nagbibigay ng inspirasyon sa bawat isa sa atin. Ito ay hindi lamang para mapakita yung karangalan o mabigyan ng karangalan yung mga awardees natin, kundi maging inspirasyon din tayo, makapag-set tayo ng standard, makapag-set tayo ng mabuting inspirasyon, maging modelo tayo sa mga nakakarami. Alam naman natin na ang lahat ng mga kaguruan, lahat ng mga educators, ng mga professional ay mayroong kani-kaniyang mga mabubuting mga nagawa sa ating pong society. Pero itong GAWAD KILYAB ay nagbibigay ito ng daan para mas lalo pa nating malaman ang mga talagang extraordinary na nagawa po ng ating mga nakakasama at mga iniidolo sa larangan po ng pagtuturo, sa larangan ng edukasyon. Sana patuloy tayo na magbigay ng inspirasyon, makapagbigay tayo ng magandang adhikain sa ating pong mga nasakupan sa ating mga mag-aaral, gayon din sa ating mga kasamahan sa ating pong pagtuturo, kasamahan sa ating pong paaralan, para tayo maging modelo sa lahat sa ating mga nakakasama. At ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa likod ng GAWAD KILYAB sapagkat talagang ito ay outstanding activity, excellent activity na nagbigay daan para mas patuloy na maging magningning ang UNC, ang University of Nueva Cáceres, at gayon din nagpapasalamat din po kami sa napakagandang ginawa din sa likod ng matagumpay na aktibidad na ito. Yung production team, nagpapasalamat din po kami sa kanila. Lahat ng mga taong tumulong. Napakaganda po. Mula sa amin po nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyo pong paggabay at sa inyo pong pakikisama, sa inyo pong walang humpay na, walang kapaguran na ginawa nyo po sa awarding na ito.